I said I wasn't going to do any more of these celebrity or streamer energy reading because I feel like it comes with a lot of negative energy. But this one right here is something that I feel like needs to be brought to attention. The whole DDG and Cinco situation and the Capaholic situation. What you guys are seeing and what is happening is just a prime example of when spirit is telling you to move and move on from certain situations and certain things. This is a prime example of that. Everybody can't go where you're trying to go. Everybody can't do what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it. And I just see Cinco in a more calmer energy. He's not with all the ruha, the women, the drinking, all the smoking and all that stuff. Like he's just in a different mindset. I feel like he's just in this season of growing. And when you grow, you tend to outgrow some things and some people and some places. And this is a prime example of that. And I'm just going to be bluntly honest. A lot of them that are in this Capaholic house, a lot of them are childish and very immature. And I just see Cinco very much maturing on to a higher level of finding himself, learning himself, and healing parts of himself. And that is what life is about. It's about moving forward and not staying down here stuck with everybody else. And I'm not saying that they're stuck in any form of fashion. I'm just saying that certain people can't go where certain people can. And that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. When you are elevating and when you are growing and when you are moving forward in life, everybody can't go with you. And that's a fact. And that is just a prime example of that. And I just see him in a different mind frame. Like no more sharking, all the women, the alcohol. I just don't see that in this season of his life. I see him wanting to just settle down and, not have to explain why this girl is here and she ain't even got nothing to do with him. Like when Spirit is showing me that when you commit to a relationship, a serious relationship, and you're trying to be for real in a relationship, you have to act accordingly. And I feel like being in that house will set his new relationship back 1,001 feet just because of the environment. And when you're trying to go to certain places, you can't put yourself in certain environments. You can't put yourself in certain environments. You have to have boundaries. You have to, have boundaries with people. I'm kind of showing that, yeah, he may show up in the house and do like special appearances and things like that. But I feel like that this move is good for him because he has other stuff going on and other goals that he wants to accomplish that does not include immaturity and playing games and all of that. And I feel like there are others that have outgrown that as well. But because I'm not gonna say too much, but I feel like a lot of them have outgrown it. A couple of them have outgrown it as well. But because of his current situation and him just wanting to create content, he's a part of it. Because of course he gets a cut of the check. But hey, I wish Cinco the best. I think this is a good move for him. I feel like that he's not really, what's about to happen in that house. It's going to be a lot of laughs. It's going to be a lot of entertainment. Let me say that. But I feel like that where he's at maturity, that house is no good for him. And if he was to stay or to go or to live there, etc., I feel like that some friendships would be in jeopardy. Just simply because of where he is at mentally and where he's trying to go and how he's trying to grow and create a new life for himself. So it's just a prime example of when Spirit is telling you to move on, let these people go, and you go this way, they go what they way. This is a prime example of when Spirit say go this way, you go this way. You don't go this way because this one looks more familiar. You take your butt this way where Spirit told you to go because there's more blessings this way than it is this way. I'm just saying. I'm just a messenger. So, and I didn't say his name, but I feel like DDG has outgrown it as well. But I feel like DDG is the common denominator in a lot of these friendships and a lot of these people and guys that are there. And I feel like DDG is just pretty much doing it because of the whole situation, relationship situation, the whole thing that's going on. And I just feel like he is just there. He is just being a part of it just to occupy his mind and his time. And, of course, to get a piece of the pie because, again, he's the common denominator. And he is the main reason why this house is even existing, period. So, I love DDG. But I feel like I've said in previous videos, I feel like he is running from a lot of his pain, and he is masking a lot of his pain with smoking marijuana. And that's just how I see it and the energy that I get from it. He's not actually dealing with his pain. He's running from his pain by working a lot, by smoking a lot. And, that's just what it is. And I know a lot of you guys are in my comments, and you're probably going to get under this comment too, asking about update on him in India. I don't have an update. I told y'all what it was. Just watch it and watch everything that I said. It's basically unfolding now. So if you haven't watched the last video, you can go watch it. If you haven't watched the one before that, you can go watch it. I'm not doing a separate video on that because what I said before is literally happening right now as we speak. So, just sit back, watch the show. Y'all be blessed. If you don't know who I am Lovely Lotus AC. I am an intuitive energy reader. I am also a spiritual life coach. Y'all be blessed.